Dream of Dragons Fire. We need to have more Metallica song titles for our shows.
I don't know. Do we? Do we really?
Hero of the Day would be a good show title.
Yeah. Actually, I agree with you on that. It's a great title.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of theirs. Boom the
Look at
Bell
that.
Tolls. That's a great song too.
Look at that. Love the Metallica reference, by the way.
Yes,
Hail Dojo Kun.
We would do Megadeth references, but no one knows them, so.
You're an ass. Mo Biggs is first. Mo Biggs is first. Dojo thought he was first, but he came in second. But that's okay because they were pretty much here very close together. So it was awesome.
So with Dojo saying first and he wasn't, does that mean he's cheating?
No, I think he thought he was first, and Mo beat him by mere seconds, maybe. That's what we'll leave it at, okay? That's what we'll believe.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that.
Uh-oh, look at this. Murph and Dirk see your Twitter DMs. Okay, I'll have to look at it. I'll have to check it out.
Oh.
And we got Crazy Mad in the house. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Actually, I need to go to Twitter and post that we're live now.
Yeah, do it.
I posted earlier today.
Do it. Well, everybody, welcome back to the show. This week, we are covering dragons because Murph and I really don't know a whole lot about dragons, and now we know a little bit more.
I didn't even know there were types. I didn't know there were types of dragons. So
I mean, I knew there were types, but I didn't know there was like a bazillion types. I thought there was like 5, but there's a whole lot.
I thought there was like 2 or 3 at most. Yeah, I didn't know there was. This is nuts.
It's a little crazy. So we're going to try to cover some of that today. I don't know if we'll get through them all. We'll try. We'll try our best and see how far we can go. Hopefully we'll get through everything. So, but first we have some things to do. Crazy Mad, do you have a question of the week? That's the first question.
Oh.
And so while we wait on Crazy Mad to post that, we're going to talk about a couple other things. Uh-oh, look at this. I figured Murph would be more of a Korn fan. He is a Korn fan, by the way.
I do like Korn.
Korn in the buttolio. Oh, that was perfect timing.
What does that even mean?
Korn in your buttolio?
I went to my DMs. I don't see anything by Dojo in here.
It's probably me. It's probably me.
Maybe.
I bet it is.
I got nothing.
It's probably me. That's okay. Hey, look at this. We got Snuggie in the house. Look at that. Snuggie.
Hey, Snuggie.
What up, MFers? Elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough. Cool, dabbing the whole time.
Yeah, it's dabbing. Don't say elbow cough out loud.
But he's saying elbow cough.
No, he's dabbing.
He is. Look at this. Shadow Punk. All right. Good to see you guys in here, man.
Crazy Bastards is the best term for us. That's very accurate.
Dirk looks like a Manilow fan. What? What's he talking? You're not talking about Barry Manilow, are you?
That's what I was thinking. I don't think of any other Manilow.
Me either. Definitely not a Manilow fan. Definitely not.
Whoa, what do you got against Barry Manilow?
Not a big fan. Coco Cabana? I can't even say the word. See?
Why? What is wrong with you?
Look at that. Mo has it correct. Dojo probably sent the DMs to the boss man. Right here.
I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Oh shit.
That's pretty funny.
Man. Okay, I won't read that one out loud. It's probably me. Isn't that a Sting song? It is. It's a great Sting song. I love that song. So,
what's a Sting song?
It's probably me.
How does that go?
Oh, I can't sing it to you. It's kind of jazzy.
How come in real life, anytime I don't know a song, you'll sing it, but on this, you never do it? Is it because you're on camera? You won't sing?
I mean, I'll sing, but I don't like to just pull it right out of my ass.
Oh,
I have,
Coba at the da, right?
see, that's exactly why I don't sing out loud live.
Why not?
Because you just made a total behind
That was
of
that
yourself.
was beautiful. Someone probably teared up
They could have. You're right.
at the Cabana, the hottest place short of
He writes the
Cabana.
comics that make the whole world read. I hope so.
Hey,
Come on, man. I got it wrong. Murph's the Manilow fan. Yes, nailed it.
there's nothing wrong with Manilow. Hey, I don't know why Derek don't like it.
I
Why
mean,
don't you like that song? That's a good song.
it's not really that good of a song.
What do you mean?
It's
What's
not
wrong
that
with
great
it?
of a song. This is correct.
Hey,
The
that
only
is a good
song
song,
Murph
though.
likes. Fields of Gold,
What's
then Corn.
what's that 190s song? And it's like ole 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 Sting. You know what I'm
That
talking
is
about?
not.
It was
I
like
don't
the end
know.
of the 90s.
Oh, you know what? I kind of stopped listening to him at that point. I was listening to his
It
earlier.
was a big hit though.
It was. I just can't remember the song because I didn't get
Neither
that
can
album.
I can only remember that part.
I'm a Manilow fan. I celebrate the guy's entire catalog. Wow. I mean, that's awesome, Shadowpunk. Oh, question of the week is up. Let me go up. Let me go up. Did I miss it? Here. Where are we at? Where are we at? Oh,
Man,
here we
that's
go.
on fire tonight.
I got it. So let's go to the question of the week, everybody. UPS, FedEx, or USPS?
I'll tell you this. I've had more problems with the United States post office than FedEx or UPS. I'll tell you that much.
That's true. I have too. I have too. But I think sometimes FedEx has gone downhill. UPS has been up and down for me as well. I don't know. They all suck.
So
is that the fourth option?
So wait. So at least we'll start off with it's not the United States Postal. Like we like FedEx and UPS better than that. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would take
Okay.
FedEx or UPS first. Yes.
So now, do you have a personal difference between FedEx or UPS? I don't feel like
I do. No.
I feel like I've had more FedEx deliveries than UPS, and I don't know why that is, but I feel like FedEx, when I've gotten things delivered, it's more by them. I don't feel like I've gotten a lot of products through UPS for whatever reason that is.
Oh wow. See, I have. I'd say they're about dead even for me. I'd probably take FedEx over US or UPS. I mean, I know, crazy man. He goes, I work at one.
I know, that's funny.
He probably can't hate, but he's
even
if he wanted to.
So we know he has a bias, but
all right,
it might not be for the company he works. He might hate them because he works for them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's interesting. I'll go FedEx because I feel like the FedEx store is really easy to go into and get things done, where the UPS isn't as friendly. So I'm going to say FedEx. I'm going to say FedEx is better.
I agree with you on that because when I go to we have a Kinko's FedEx and it's all in one store, and a lot of times I'll go there and I'll do work for our comic book there because I'll scan stuff in because it lets me scan, the 11x17s, so I'm able to scan my work and save it to files. So I actually like the store, and they always do a good job for me. So
because I know there's been things where like maybe cable boxes or stuff, I'd have to go in there. I just give them the cable box, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're with Verizon all the time or whatever," and they just did it. It was easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Right. So I'm gonna go back up in the chat in just a sec, but Crazy man said, "Boo, Murph, boo." So Shadowpunk says, I use the Sinaloa cartel. Nobody messes with those guys.
Well, yeah, the cartel. I would think so, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if cartels ran the courier service, we'd be in a whole different world, wouldn't we?
Interesting.
I wonder what you'd get shipped to your house.
Oh my god.
Hands, fingers, ears. You'd probably get all kinds of stuff.
You imagine that?
That'd be freaking
God.
crazy. That'd be crazy. So
In
anyway,
Braveheart,
guys,
where there's like that when that horse is in the guy's bed in Braveheart.
Oh yeah, right. That wasn't Braveheart.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Where the horse was in the bed? That's Godfather.
The head of the horse was in the guy's bed. Isn't that in Braveheart?
Godfather. It's in The Godfather.
No, it's in Braveheart.
Yeah, they made him an offer he can't refuse. And they cut the horse's head off and they put it in the bed with him. And when he wakes up in the blood and he sees the horse because he uncovers and there's the horse head. And it's his prized racehorse.
Ugh. It's messed up. Horses are just big dogs. That's messed up.
Right. See? That's Godfather FFS. You know what that means, right?
Freaking fast.
Right. Cartels use mules. Mm-hmm. Did you see that movie, by the way? The Clint Eastwood movie, The Mule? I actually liked it.
No, but I did want to see it because, yeah, he's old and he's like going to Mexico for drugs.
Yep. He becomes a mule. And it's pretty. I actually thought it was well done, but I like just about anything with Clint Eastwood in it. So.
Was it based on a real story?
I don't know.
Did you ever watch the movie where The Rock is that, where his son got in trouble? What is it called? And he does
Murph.
that.
Bancroft says Kick Murph as well.
Oh, man.
They all say Kick Murph.
Am I not wrong, though? Isn't there a horse's head in Braveheart?
No, what are you talking about?
I swear to God, there's a Braveheart scene where a guy's got a horse in his...
Gladys the Groovy Mule. That's too funny. Cry Macho is bad. Now, did I watch part of Cry Macho? Can't remember. Oh, yeah. I watched part of Cry Macho. I thought it was just okay. It was a little boring. And, yeah, it didn't hold my interest. So I think I quit watching about halfway through on Cry Macho. That's the Tooth Fairy. Anyway, welcome, Bancroft. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Okay, well, let's get down to it because this is starting to get pretty deep. We're getting deep into the cartel stuff.
Did the chat not talk about FedEx or UPS? Do they not care?
They said, I think some of them said up there. The scene where the guy wakes up in bed and Wallace smashes his head is meant to feel like the horse scene.
But there's not a horse there? Why do I feel like there's a horse head in the guy's bed?
Don't know. Murph is technically correct. The horses in Braveheart do have heads. That's true.
Oh,
ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
What movie is there horses that there's no heads? That'd be so freaky. Just these horse bodies walking around with no heads. That'd be freaky as hell.
I mean, it's just the headless horseman, but not horse or headless horses. That's hard.
Well, it's a headless horseman, so it's hard. It's part man, part horse. So it's
he jumps a horse off a ledge. Off the ledge. There you go. Wallace. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, it's been I haven't seen Braveheart in like 20 years.
Yeah, so he jumps out the window. Yeah, that's right. I remember when he jumps out the window.
Because he smashes the guy with a mace in the head that wakes up. But I don't know why I thought there was a horse head in the bed with him. That's weird.
No horses in bed in Braveheart, but it's noted that some men are longer than others. That may have led to Murph's confusion.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. The Horseless
Oh,
Headman, there you go, is a whole different genre of film. There you go. Probably one you shouldn't watch.
I don't want to go into that because that sounds weird.
Okay, guys. Well, tonight we've cooked up a little bit of stuff about dragons. So we're going to talk about some of that stuff because we like monsters and we like fantasy and we like mythological
Mythology,
creatures.
but I don't know how neither of us knew that there were different types of dragons. Like I've heard of drakes before and everything, but I always just thought it was like either that region or just that
Yeah.
IP's name for the dragon that they had. I had no idea that there were different dragon species that are completely different from one another. Which is kind of crazy because it makes me believe that dragons really did exist for so many cultures to have them, even if they're a little different. It's still the same premise, though. Like, where did they all get the same idea?
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so
does Dojo want to come in?
Yeah, Dojo wants to come. So yes, he does. I'm going to bring him in.
Let him in.
But before I bring you in, Dojo, I want to show off.
You're not giving him ultimatums, are you?
No,
before I let you in,
send him the link. And while I send him the link, I'm going to bring in our new logo because I want to let everybody know the finished version of the logo, show it off.
It's not colored. We still have to pay to get it colored.
Right. So let me send him the link real fast. Here.
Why do you keep saying link that way?
Murph.
Like you're not saying it normal. Like you could say I'm sending him the link, but you go, I'm sending him the link. Like we're deaf or something.
Dude, I don't know. Anyway, Dojo, link is sent. Meanwhile.
See, you did it again.
I'm going to put this on. I'm going to show this. Everybody, without further ado, it's our new logo. Boom. So here it is. This is the finished version.
We should have had some music.
Dual donged. Oh my gosh. Here we go.
Frank and Bill.
Dirk's favorite fantasy creatures. Two-headed dual donged. Dual donged. That's got to be put in the dictionary somewhere, right? Centaur named Frankenbill. He's saying it like he's thinking of big fat sausage legs. What? He's hungry and thinking of sausage.
Oh god!
Are you guys on the same wavelength? What's going on?
Yeah, what is going on with the sausage links? Neither of us talked about sausage links. So.
They both said sausage links at the same time. That's hilarious. Okay, so what do you guys think? This is the finished version. Let me see if I can zoom in just a hair. Bring it up there. We have some runes. We have little runes written all over, the bigger runes in there with some different symbology. We have some cuneiform on there. Let me see. The runes actually say a couple things in here that I didn't tell everybody about. So that's kind of cool. And then different little designs in there just to add a little element of mystery, I guess you could say. So this is the final version before color. So we're happy to show that off. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. You guys can tell me what you think. I would love to hear. Runes on runes.
Mo says you definitely ruined it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes, I did.
Shit.
I ruined it. Ruined it. You got to say it like you're Scottish.
Ruined that was good.
Oh, you've ruined my pipes. You've ruined my pipes. Okay.
Oh, if I could do that, I would talk like that, like at work, and have people convinced that's how I talked.
I haven't talked like that in a long time. It is a lot of fun to talk like you're Scottish. It is fun. Runes, ruins. Runes say eat at Joe's.
I don't get that.
Eat at Joe's. You've never seen that in like movies? They put eat at Joe's and stuff like that. Okay. Anyway, it's lost. It's lost on Murph. What can you say?
Sorry.
All right. So here we go. We're going to
Everyone
stop with
knows.
this now, and we're going to bring Dojo in, and we're going to move into a whole new section.
Why are
Okay.
you yelling? Bring it down a notch.
I guess I'm getting excited because I'm so.
I know.
All right. So here we go.
Seriously.
Wait, and Dojo, before I bring you in, we're going to do this too.
Why do you keep giving Dojo ultimatums? He's coming in here
just
nicely.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. All right, guys. Here we go. Without further ado, dragons.
Hey guys,
that's the way you got to intro dragons.
It always kills me when they've got those beautiful sceneries of castles and all that, and there's a Mitsubishi parked out front.
Yeah. Definitely ruins the fantasy for me.
It's weird how the camera moves on that first one. It doesn't look real. Like it looks like it's a 3D, like animated type of castle.
Right. So, welcome to the show. Thanks.
Have either of you ever been to an actual castle?
Yes.
Yeah.
What castle?
It was called Casa Loma. It's in Toronto. It was moved stone by stone from Europe.
That's awesome.
Wow. So we have a local castle.
What?
It has some caves next to it and everything. Like it's an actual.
Where the hell is that?
It's just one county over away from where I live. Not far.
We've got one in Oakland
what county
County.
do you live at?
Yeah. Huh?
Oh, you're gonna start doxing him again, Murph?
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah. We're not gonna do that again. I will kick you for sure.
Wait, what county is the castle at?
Just stop. Don't worry about it. There's a castle. Anyway,
I feel like you're screwing with me because I want to go see the freaking castle.
Hey, all's great, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a long time.
Hell.
No, I'm not messing with you. There's an actual, I think it's called the Piat Castle. And
what the hell?
Since I've
known you for like 10 years and I'm finding out this now.
We've never had a reason to talk about castles nearby.
What?
Not really.
We have a castle in our book.
Okay, we're talking dragons, not castles. So let's move on. Okay.
Oh,
all right. So what we did was we kind of came up with a list of dragons, and then we were just going to kind of show off and talk and then kind of describe each one. So if you want to chime in, Brian, or you want to, add your...
Wait. Dojo, how many do you know of?
There are dozens. I have a book called The Dragonomicon.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
it's called The Dragonomicon. I mentioned it last week in the chat. There is the Fang Dragon, the Shadow Dragon. There is the Chromatic Dragons, which Dirk referred to earlier. But there are so many in mythology. And disclaimer: I don't believe any of this is real. I'm just saying, according to myth.
So why do you think so much mythology in so many different regions have dragons where they don't all have why do you think that's a common?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. We talked last week. I was in the chat. You were talking about Behemoth and Leviathan, and they're mentioned in the Bible, and so are dragons. It's only once, I believe, where Satan is compared to a dragon. And it's interesting. They wouldn't have said that unless they had something they were comparing Satan to. Like, what was it they were? And if they wrote that, and yes, I know it would be the original Aramaic, before it was even translated to Hebrew, but it was translated to English to say dragon. So what were they referring to? There must have been, maybe there was a dinosaur that lived longer than we believe they lived, and then it died off. But I've got the Guide to Fantastic Creatures here, and I know that you were talking about some, and I'll bring up, first there's Behemoth and Leviathan. We talked about those, but last week we were talking about the difference between the dragon and the wyvern.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
So the wyvern is similar to dragons, but like it was mentioned last week.
Let me solo you.
Okay.
Well, it's still considered a dragon, though, right?
A form of dragon, yes, but their front limbs are their wings, so they don't have four legs like the dragons are believed or written to have possessed.
For some reason, I can't get you to solo. StreamYard's not responding, so let's see if I can change it.
In the DMs to Derek, I said I have reference material, and dude, I have got so many. I went out to my library and I grabbed all of my dragon books. The things that got me started. The things that got me started were the Monster Manual. This is from 1978. It's the first one. They had a second edition of the Monster Manual. They had Monster Manual 2, and then they had this one here, which is a bit more up to date. The Dragonomicon, which maybe I'll refer to while we're talking, but just real quick, there was an RPG that was specific called Dragon Hordes. There is Drawing Dragons, but more important than those, there's one called Dragonology, which is pretty thorough.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's one called the Dragon Chronicles.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
And then this one is Dragon, or the Book of the Dragon by Cirillo. But he's a well-known painter who worked with someone else, and he's got paintings throughout this of dragons and dragon scenery. Plus, a whole bunch of people did a lot of writing, so it's a lot of prose as well, all about the Book of the Dragon. But yeah, the one that is the most thorough is the Dragonomicon. It's 300 pages of all the different kinds of dragons.
That is crazy.
I'll stop trying to take the spotlight. I know you guys did some research, so you said,
it's okay.
As you come across things that maybe you have questions about the other kinds, maybe I can find them in here and fill in some of the Crazy Mad is not wrong.
Well, okay, so the books are pretty cool. I mean, for me, I felt like I knew a little bit about dragons. I didn't know very much at all. And what it let me know is there's a whole new set out there that have come along. You know what I mean? Like I only knew, like I said, I only knew of like probably 5 that I could name off the top of my head or think
Would
of.
those be the chromatic ones, the colors?
I don't know.
I mean, to me, the dragons I knew of are ones from pop culture, like The Hobbit or Harry Potter has dragons.
Okay,
Like, to me, there's only a handful. Like,
I meant the types. I meant species. Like,
I mean, I know Asia always had those dragons that didn't have wings, but they could still fly. Like,
they look more like a serpent.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. The Chinese dragons that they had.
But I had no idea there was like 20 different types of dragons. Like, that's just nuts.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a lot.
Yeah, this is crazy. I do agree with you. I think it comes from dinosaurs, but still, even the dinosaur thing is why do so many of them have the ability to fly? You know what I mean? It's not like they were T-Rex bones with wings.
Well, they did come across dinosaur bones that did have wings. The pterodactyls, the pterodons.
I was going to say pterodactyls,
but none of them look like none of them have the face of like a T-Rex.
I think you're being a little too literal, though, Murph. I think that the people back then didn't have the same kind of scientific advancements that we do now, and they put a lot to their imagination. I mean, if you look at even just the cave paintings, they were way off on anatomy. So what they were using in many cases is their imagination.
Yeah.
But
Well,
why do so
on.
many cultures have
Pterodactyls,
the
though.
same thing, though? You know what I mean?
Well,
like
because
you think they
dinosaur
would
bones
just
are
have-
found around the world.
Okay, hold on. But pterodactyls, if you think about like the way they have structured those in, because
Mhm.
I don't even know if I believe the way dinosaurs looked, if they actually look that way. Sometimes I think they pieced crap together.
It's a lot of extrapolation. Yes.
Yeah. So, but if they look that way, they have long heads. Dragons have always been portrayed to have long heads, you know,
Yes.
protruding bones, you know, things like that. So I don't know.
None
I
of
don't
them
know if
look
it's
like
really that far
alligators.
off.
None of them
Yeah,
look
but if
like
they have a
alligators,
beak-like
you know?
face at all, I think that could be considered, you know, like a dragon.
Yeah, when we're talking about Leviathan and Behemoth, for example, I'm guessing that's a whale and an elephant, or maybe a hippo or a rhino or something. You know what I mean? I think that they exaggerated a lot of things back then to make it sound more fantastic, to make it sound more epic for their stories.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hail, Jim. Thanks for coming by.
Jim.
Murph thinks Puff is a model dragon.
Yeah. What's wrong? He
does
lives
this have
by
to
the
do with-
sea.
What's this have to do with Dragon Ball Z?
Is there
Nice.
dragons in Dragon Ball Z? I guess, right? They're
Oh my
Dragon Balls. I don't remember there being a dragon in the show, though.
Okay,
Right?
anyway. Oh, Murph, you're so fun. Okay. They found a fossilized feather by one. That doesn't mean a carrion bird was eating their flesh. It obviously means they all had feathers.
Right.
That is what they're saying now, right? They're saying
Yeah.
most dinosaurs were birds.
Yeah, they were saying that they're at very least the progenitors of what became birds.
Yeah. And that's not what was being said when I was growing up. I remember they were more lizard-like. So it was definitely not.
So wait, they're saying they're
birds.
not reptiles at all. They're actual birds.
They're saying they're the start.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park, Murph?
Yes.
Where they
Yes, I know what
where
you're
they
talking
observe
about.
them running and changing direction, and then Sam Neill's character, whose name I don't remember, but he's saying that this corroborates or substantiates the idea that they're descendants of birds.
Yes.
So
yeah, no, I do remember that, but I didn't know if that was just for the movie or if that had any actual real life.
Right.
Well, again, it's all speculation.
Okay, so let's get into a type. Let's pick a type and let's look at some pictures.
I think first, since Dojo's the expert, Dojo, what is your favorite and why?
That's a good idea.
All right. Yeah, my favorite would have to be the red dragon, and that's because throughout mythology, it's the red one that's the most feared. Now, supposedly, again, I'm going to preface this with I don't believe any of this is real. It's all mythology, but they're supposed to breathe fire, where the green dragons breathe a cloud of poisonous gas. The black dragon breathes lightning. The blue the blue is lightning. The black breathe, but I know the white is a cone of cold. So I'll have to look at what the black dragon breathes. But yeah, there's the great worm red dragon. That's my favorite.
So now, Dojo, is the red dragon in all of the different species, or is the red dragon one specific type of dragon?
It's just the one specific type. It was known as the Western dragon. So Western European, by the way, not Western US. It would be Western European. The Eastern Europeans had more likely, they had the wyverns. And then, of course, the Eastern dragons would be like the ones you were referring to that look more like a serpent in China and the Asian countries. But I mean, even South America had dragons in a sense, and they had more feathers. That was called Quetzalcoatl.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, this is nuts. I can't believe every culture has like a dragon. It's awesome.
It does. Awesome. It really does lend it. It does make it difficult to believe that there never was something kind of like this. I mean, certainly we've exaggerated it, and they couldn't talk, they didn't have magic abilities, et cetera, but there must have been something that everybody saw and they were like just wowed by it.
Isn't there a belief that the Komodo dragon is what Asia believed were dragons?
Some people have said that before, but they're really not big enough to have inspired such awe.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, saltwater crocodiles are way bigger than a Komodo, Bancroft to tell you about that. They're down by his area, but that also, if you're talking about dragons, the Western dragon in Western Europe, they wouldn't have seen saltwater crocodiles. So what would they have been seeing? So yeah, it's a great question. I wish I had the answers.
Unless, I mean,
awesome. Well, so here's a weird thing is when I was looking it up, it didn't specify colors. It just said dragon.
No.
For me.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
I didn't find anything with the colors either.
Yeah. So it just said there's a dragon, which is the traditional. This is a traditional dragon, in my opinion. Like what I think of fantasy dragons, this is a traditional fantasy dragon to me.
So the word in mythology is that the colored, and by that I mean chromatic dragons are evil, and the metallic dragons are good. So you're talking bronze, silver, gold, platinum. Those dragons are supposedly on the side of good.
Okay.
I suppose either way, when they're eating you, you don't care.
I would say not. I would definitely say not. Okay, so let's move on. Let's try to get through some different types here. Pick a type.
Well, see, I always, so Drake is one of them that I've always heard, but I thought a Drake was just a dragon, a different name for it.
Let me look up
but this,
Drake.
And the interesting thing is the Drakes do resemble the Western dragons, because, but they don't have 4 wings instead of 6. Yeah. Yeah, that's
they don't have
too.
wings. So it's
right.
like,
yeah.
So here's a storm drake.
Let me see what you got.
Oh,
Dojo.
that's cool looking.
Oh, that's cool.
It's
okay.
almost like, yeah.
Let me share this. This is kind of interesting. Because it's weird because some of the beasts I've drawn for Ballad of the Celestials are very similar to this. So that's a Drake.
Well, the Drakes are what on the thing I have, they give you like illustrations, like the Pokemon has one, Final Fantasy has a Drake.
Did you guys say that
so
they don't have
kind
wings?
Of more well-known.
Well, at least the pictures I'm seeing don't.
Derek said that. That's not what I have.
Yeah, I've got the fire drake has wings.
Okay.
Let's see.
So there's even like subspecies within the main.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Fire drake, ice drake, wind drake, storm drake.
At this point, I feel like it gets a little absurd. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
let's
I
just
think at this point, what's happening is they're doing this for game purposes.
Yeah. IPs and things like that.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to face a dragon and you are, in the Arctic, they're not going to fight a red dragon, for example. It would be a white one.
It's weird because most of the pictures that are coming up for drakes are wingless.
Oh, okay.
They look cool, though.
They are cool, yeah.
It looks really badass.
So if you look at it, it's almost got cat-like qualities along with
reptile. Yeah.
Well, reptile and like a dinosaur, because like look at the long back legs and the tail. And it's got dragon scales. So it's
you know
weird.
What else is just as scary as this thing? A shaved bear.
Yeah. Right.
I feel like this topic is absurd.
Why is this topic absurd?
Yeah, I mean, so Crazy Mad, we're all into fantasy and we love dragons. They're going to be in
our book. Crazy.
So really, there's a reason why we're doing this.
Crazy.
And this Dirk's starting to sound like Bancroft. There's no reason for this many races to exist. Ooh, don't let me be like that.
So I'm sorry, Michael, that I was talking about black dragons earlier.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I know you want to reduce the K values.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. No, this is fun. I think this is a great time. I'm sorry.
The neighborhood was nice till those black dragons got in here.
Okay, so there's Drake. What else we got?
I'm trying to look at the other ones.
Well, what
man,
about
there's so many of them.
there's a group of them called landworm, and worm is WYRM.
You guys are picking
Yes.
all the ones I don't have called up yet. So
Damn it.
I had
Dirk.
other ones picked. I have to get new ones. Worm. Okay, I like this pick.
Yeah, so
I
they're
think it's a
legless.
badass pick.
They're legless and supposed to be European country. And
This
so I
is a
guess
cool
the
one.
translation of worm is dragon.
Okay. I mean, look at that. That is awesome.
Now, from what I'm reading, is they actually are more into. They live on the ground rather than the sea. They eat humans, and they prefer caves with bodies of water.
Look at that. I think it looks like my worms. Look at this. I didn't even know. So when I drew these, I didn't realize that
Yeah.
they were dragon worms. So
Yeah, we really can't see that. You were very small on screen when you showed that.
yeah, so I'll put it up.
There you
These
go.
worms up
Yeah, look at that.
So it's really interesting because I think what's fun about that is that he and I, Murph and I were talking about these creatures, but I guess I was going with the dragon face, but I wasn't thinking of it being a dragon. I was thinking of it more as almost a serpent. And to think that there was already a type like this that existed is actually pretty cool. So it's neat.
Yeah, I was actually thinking more of eels, honestly.
Yeah.
In my head, and then you came up with that.
Now that we were talking about black dragons, I found out what they're supposed to be able to breathe, and that's acid.
Ew. Oh, that's awesome. So what's special about worms? What makes them so unique? Other than looking like a snake.
Well, they eat people.
Yeah, just their size and ferocity.
So they're big.
They say that they can also speak human languages, that they're highly intelligent.
Worms can.
And there are 9 different subtypes of worm.
Sheesh, man. See, I feel like then we're starting to get so deep, we'll never reach the bottom.
That's why I didn't start listing them for you. I just know that there are 9.
That's awesome. So, okay. I like to think of dragons, whenever you think of Smaug talking to the Hobbit.
Yeah.
I love those scenes where he's playing with the Hobbit, and he's kind of
barrel rider,
tempting him. Yeah,
you mean like toying with him, right?
Well, toying and play. Yeah, he's tempting him. He's doing everything to get him to come out.
Right.
And I think it's so fun, and it's scary as hell too when you think about it. And I don't know. You just don't see many scenes where there's dragons that play those kind of games. That's one of the few that you see. Where else has that been done? Have you seen anything else like it?
I don't feel like there's a lot of dragons in pop culture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to find cool dragons like that. I do think Smaug is one of the coolest dragons that was created.
Crazy Matt, don't we do that with the human race? By the color, we differentiate them.
We're not, but it's absurd because we're not really supposed to
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's absurd except when you're telling stories, because stories you use color in story to differentiate, like we said, light, dark, good, evil. They can represent different factions in a story and or different emotions in a story. So I think color is actually really cool. But to make it a different species just because it's a different color, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess it would depend on the story you're trying to tell. Does that make sense?
Okay.
All right. So deep, you never reach the bottom. Sounds like Bill's instructions of Frank.
Oh God. Oh, that's too far. Oh my God.
Time to kill it.
Oh.
No, they're still human. Okay, that makes sense. I'm talking about dragons, though, Crazy Matt. I wasn't talking about humans. But all right, cool. Let's keep moving.
aren't this fascinating.
Right. Give me another type, and I will put it up there.
Dojo, have you ever heard of a cockatrice?
Yes.
What?
It's
Dude,
actually you think
you want me to put that up in the chat? What are you talking about, man?
No, it's
yes.
COCKARICE.
These are dragons that are, they're not your usual. These dragons resemble either a chicken or a rooster's head with the traditional body of a Western dragon.
Right.
Oh my god.
They could turn living creatures into stone.
Just like a Medusa.
Yes.
Okay. Now.
Yes.
I got.
So there's.
Yeah, and it's the same thing that the only way to defeat them is to force it to see itself in a mirror, and it'll turn itself into stone.
Okay. Let me reduce this image a little bit.
So they say that this is in the Bible, that Isaiah has a cockatrice. Which
boy.
No idea about that. So the cockatrice is in the Bible.
Really? Okay. What about a basilisk?
Hold on a minute. We're not ready to move on yet. Hold on. And just in time for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, right.
We've got
how many families would that feed?
We've got this. The turkey dragon. You can eat it.
Nice.
Oh
boy. It is disturbing, but it's timely. It's Thanksgiving. We got that in a couple days. It's perfect. Right?
So when you ask for a wing, are you getting the wing or one of the arms?
Yeah.
I'll take a leg.
Oh, geez,
it's got like 4 breasts there. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, roosters are the worst creatures to ever exist. That's too funny.
Oh, dude.
That's awesome. Okay,
Chickens
anyway, jokes
kill
over.
Each other. Chickens are like, my God, they are. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible
I do have
creatures.
basilisk already called up, so let's go to that one. Boom.
So they can look like chickens too.
No. What?
They could look like reptile snakes and even roosters.
Yeah. But basilisks have multiple arms or multiple legs.
And they supposedly can also turn their victim to stone.
Wow.
With their gaze.
So it says
powers.
People often confuse the basilisk and the cockatrice, yet the difference between them is that the cockatrice has the head of a rooster, while the basilisk has a mitre on its head with the shape of a crown on its chest. Basilisk means little king.
Wow.
It actually has the smell of a weasel.
It's gross. How big are they? Really big?
So Isaiah also has a basilisk. So the basilisk and the cockatrice is in the Bible in the book of Isaiah.
That's crazy.
I've got to find those.
So there's a basilisk in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
That's
although
where is
that basilisk was portrayed to look a lot more like a worm.
Yes.
When that
I've
came
seen
on
that too.
When that came on screen, I was, I'm not going to yell out in the theater, but I'm thinking to myself, nope, that's not a basilisk.
Well, and a lot of people, they do the same thing with worms. They'll say, well, worms are just dragons. And I'm like, well, worms are a little different than dragons. So like if you take them as two separate species.
That picture is awesome. That thing looks crazy cool.
This is the one that you've got.
The picture you have up right now.
Yeah,
I'm just looking at it because I was going off page to read what I was reading.
It's pretty creepy looking, actually.
Mo is roasting you so bad.
He is. He is. What kind of show would it be if you didn't, right?
Right.
So, okay. So, awesome. Let's keep moving. We're covering a lot of ground here. I have 1 and 2 more that you guys haven't talked about yet.
So there's a Zmay, Z-M-A-Y.
Zmei.
They're known as the Slavic dragons from Russia folklore.
Slavic.
Weird.
What did I say?
Okay.
Slavic. No, it's Slavic.
Oh.
Slavic.
Yes, Slavic.
Okay. It's almost like Hydra.
They could be green or red. They have claws made of iron. Oh, yeah, and Hydra. Hydra's a type of dragon, which I thought that was a thing all in itself. Okay,
let's hold on to Hydra yet. I can't find a good picture of a Zmei dragon.
So these are the type of dragons that abduct princesses.
So the girl dragons
in the story.
Yeah.
With the eyelashes.
Zmei.
Yeah, they're the ones that put feed princesses in towers. Are these type of?
So let's look at this. This is interesting.
It says in storytellings they're able to shapeshift into handsome young men.
Yeah, weird.
Isn't that weird?
That's what I just said. Yes, it's weird.
The mythology is that all dragons are shapeshifters.
Oh, really?
Okay, so look at this. It's weird because I always thought Hydra was the multi-headed dragon.
Right.
But these can also be multi-headed.
Yeah, they're showing this Zmei dragon as having multiple heads. So it's getting confusing as to what's what because they're not really giving a lot of differentiation between the species.
That one also looks like it's got feathers on its wings.
Yeah, it's probably just the way they drew it. But yeah.
No, those are feathers.
Oh, that's interesting.
Those are feathers. Very interesting.
Scaly love.
I don't get that reference.
Oh gosh, Murph.
Just look it up on your own time.
Yeah, it's okay. You'll graduate high school before too long, buddy. It's okay.
What's scaly love? I don't get it.
Look it up later. Just make sure there's no one else in the room.
This is really going over my head. I have no idea what the hell you guys are talking about.
Okay,
no, it's not good.
Here's something I had was a dragonette.
Well, there'd have to be female dragons for them to have more dragons.
This is a type of dragonette.
What's wrong with its head? It's like a different color than the rest of its body.
Let me zoom in a little bit.
There's a person sitting on it.
Yeah, there's a guy on it. Look it up now, Murph.
That actually kind of looks like a raptor.
Yeah, it does.
It's like a raptor with wings. Yeah.
Yeah, so I need to get some different pictures on that. But this is the coolest one that I found.
Murph, dragonette doesn't mean female dragon. It just means small dragon.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, because all of the dragons have female and male.
What is the difference between a male? What would be the term for a male or female dragon? What are they called?
There's no it's not like it's a bull versus a sow or bull versus a heifer. It's just they're just dragons.
Okay. So like you have a male and female giraffe. There's not.
Right. Exactly. They're just different sexes. So this is also dragonette, Dirk?
These are dragonettes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, all that means
tiny.
Little. Small. Yeah, it just means little dragon.
Oh, okay.
Petite.
Immortal. Welcome.
So these aren't baby dragons. These are they're full size as adults.
They're full size. They just happen to be small. Yes.
Yep.
That's interesting. Where would
like the Chihuahua of the dragon set?
Gosh. Okay. Now, what else do I have? I had a couple things.
Well, let's go to Hydra because I never thought of the Hydra as a dragon. I thought it was its own thing. So realizing that it's a species of dragon,
Murph
kind of blew my mind.
Murph, look up. Let me see. Yeah, look up Tiamat.
Why does that sound familiar?
You'll know. Hydra.
So there's a Warhammer thing with Tiamat.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Should I be looking up images or what do you want me to look it up?
Yeah, look up images of Tiamat. So you Tiamat. So you get an idea of why a Hydra is a dragon.
Ooh. That's crazy.
The funny thing is, all these pictures, they look like dragons, but I actually always thought the Hydra looked more like snake heads. But you're right. Yeah, they all have like dragon heads.
Yeah.
So you're looking at Tiamat now?
Yeah, just a bunch of different illustrations.
Okay.
And all of its heads are definitely dragon heads.
Yeah.
Where even some of these actually still have wings. Where the Hydra, I never thought of it of having wings. I'm trying to think
I've thought of it as having wings.
Oh, you always did think Hydras had wings?
Yep.
Yep, I did.
What's that one? Oh, for those who are Godzilla fans, what's the name of the creature that he? What?
You're right. He does fight like a Hydra, doesn't
he? Is it
he?
Gigantua or
Gigantor? No.
You
know what I'm talking about, though. It's
I know what you're talking about.
A dragon with multi heads, and yes, it's winged.
I thought you said Chia Pet. I always thought Hydra was one of the coolest, and you cut off its head, another one.
Now, when you look up Hydra on Google Images, most of them do not have wings.
Ghidorah, that's what it was.
Oh, thanks, Mo.
Yeah, awesome.
Most of these Hydras have like a T-Rex body with then like 5 dragon long necks and heads.
Oh, all right.
To me, Hydra feels like the worst kind.
Yeah,
it really does.
So the thing is, people
Hydra,
say,
the more you cut it, the more heads it has.
If you sever its head, 2 grow in its place. But the trick there is don't sever its head, pierce its heart.
Right. Dean,
hey, Dean,
welcome to the show, man.
So let me know when you're ready to move on. I've got 2 other kinds of dragons.
Okay.
So they're saying, though, Hydras can't shapeshift, even though most dragons can. They can't.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So they're saying some of them actually have multiple tails, arms, and wings, not just one set. And its limbs can regrow, not just its head.
Oh. Again, go for its heart.
So
the Greek word Hydra translates to water serpent.
Right.
Okay. Hydra. That makes sense.
What's your next?
Look up
dragon.
Dragon. Dragone. This one is a dragon with, rather than the head of a rooster, it's got the head of a lion.
Oh, yeah. This is cool.
Oh. Yeah, doesn't Greek mythology have that where it's got 2 heads? One's a lion and one's
I think you're thinking of Chimera.
Yeah, that's what you're.
Yes, yeah.
The Chimera has got the lion, the goat, and something else.
Dean says Hydras don't have wings.
Yeah.
No, I've seen Hydras have wings.
Yeah, I've seen a lot
of them. That's what I thought. I didn't think they had wings either.
Again, though, guys, it's all fantasy speculation, and you can make it whatever the hell you want.
That's what I think. They're adapting it to fit their own thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
So this is a dragon.
Dragon D's.
Dean says, "Haven't you seen Hercules?" Yeah, and that's where Hydra's coming from. It's from Hercules.
Yeah, and it's more dinosaur-like in that, right? Where it's just no wings.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yes,
Dean. But yeah, this is cool though. I think it's cool to think
that thing looks freaking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
This one actually looks like it's got more of like a canine head rather than a leonine.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah. Let me see if I can.
It could just be because it's at a side angle rather than straight on. The picture I have,
awesome,
picture I have here in this Dragonomicon, that the dragon is looking at the reader, so it's a straight on picture of its face.
Oh, okay. That's one of the better pics I'm seeing, though. Everything else is just really. Maybe this one's
a cool picture, though.
It'll be kind of hard to show you because it's near the spine, but I'll.
That's okay. Let me see if.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's kind of hard to show you because.
Yeah. Okay. I see it. Oh, you know what? I have that. I found that pic.
Okay.
Let me see if I can.
I feel
share
like
it
some
here.
of the Asian dragons kind of have a cat-like feature to them sometimes.
Agreed. Yep. They've got like what look like whiskers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. So see how I thought that looked more leonine than canine?
It definitely does. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting. Okay. Nice.
Now look up. This is going to sound funny, but it looks pretty badass. Look up dragon turtle.
Wow.
Dragon turtle.
I know, right? When I first read that, I'm like, what?
Ew. I like this one because it's kind of in the sea, but this is actually pretty cool.
So does that have a shell?
Yes.
Jojo?
Yep.
Oh man.
I think I have it on camera.
What's the dinosaur that has a shell?
Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, okay. Damn,
there you go.
Thing's huge.
You know,
that's awesome.
When you get to be an adult, people stop asking you who your favorite dinosaur is. I just don't think that's very fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. I don't
Mine's
know if
still the Triceratops. Always. I always loved it. I just like the look of it. That's just cool to me.
I like how they're always portrayed fighting off the T-Rex.
I know. They always are.
They've got like the shield head and the horns together, so the T-Rex can't do much about it.
Yep.
Unless it gets its back.
Right.
Then it's fucked.
Yep. But then later they came out and said, nope, they eat plants. They don't. They're not even like carnivores.
Who isn't?
Well, yeah, Jurassic Park.
Yeah, they said Triceratops.
Did that.
Right. But I mean, they will fight back if they're being attacked.
Right.
I know, right? Mo is right. You did sound kind of disappointed, Murph.
I'm not getting any of these references tonight.
The Ankylosaurus. You asked which one has a shell, so I said the Ankylosaurus, and you were like, "Oh." Like that bothered you.
I didn't mean to sound depressed.
That's awesome. No, okay, so let's keep rolling. We got a few more that I have called up that you guys haven't mentioned yet. So
okay. What else you got?
What else? Well, I got that one. Hang on.
What did I do with my dragon out?
Get that one out. Oh, okay. No, I have one more called up that you haven't talked about, and I was going to save it for last because I know a lot of people like them. So, you guys haven't talked about the Arctic dragon.
That didn't come up.
I did say something about white dragons would be from the Arctic.
Okay.
What you got on it, Dirk?
Wait, what?
What do you got on it? What info?
Hold on, I got to look it up, and I just got messed up because I closed the wrong tab.
Because you're a boomer.
Well, I had a lot of tabs open, and I selected the wrong one, so sometimes.
Are you old enough to be considered a boomer?
No,
I don't know.
No, he's not.
No, I'm a Gen X, man.
I'm a bit older than him, and I'm still not a boomer. I'm the very first couple of years of Gen X.
Yeah, I'm Gen X, definitely.
I think I might not.
Proudly. I am proudly Gen X.
Actually, I don't know what I am.
55.
You are Gen Y, I think. You're just right after Gen X.
83?
Yeah, because you're just at the end of Gen X or at the beginning of the next one. There's an Arctic dragon, at least one picture.
Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah.
That face looks really cool. So is that feathered or does it have fur?
It looks like it's fur, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I would
but
say
none of the other ones have had fur.
This looks like fur with some scales sticking out, like scaly bone structure. So
horns. This doesn't have wings though. No wings.
Yeah. Term boomer doesn't really mean baby boomer anymore. It's pretty much anyone over 25. So right.
It really depends on if they
hilarious.
exhibit boomer traits.
Yeah.
Over the age of 25 is a boomer is hilarious.
Right. Now, Crazy Mad makes a good point here. He said, don't forget Falcor, but I feel like this looks like Falcor in a lot of ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is. What's a Falcor?
Falcor is the
from
never-ending story.
Story.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The dog.
Was that meant to be a dragon?
Yes.
Yeah, he flies, right?
Yeah, he's a
He's
dragon.
got scales.
He's a dragon, but he's got fur. He's got like,
what
he looks like a dog in the face.
Yeah, I was going to say, then wouldn't Appa be a dragon?
Who's that?
I don't know.
From
I don't know
Avatar, Aang rode Appa. He was the 6-legged, looked like a big, huge dog and could fly.
You're not talking about Avatar, the blue people. You're talking about
no.
Avatar, the
waterbender, airbender, firebender.
Yeah.
I've never seen that show.
I don't know.
I saw the movie.
So if you want to pull up a picture, Dirk, it's APPA.
Okay. So Falcor is called the Luck Dragon.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Nice. Hang on just a sec. Make sure I'm getting the correct tabs closed because I do not want to close it. So you said APPA?
Yeah, that's Appa.
Dean's saying Appa's not a dragon. He's a sky bison.
Oh, sky bison. You know what? Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Okay.
I see that.
But he sure did look a lot like the Falcor.
Wait, you guys talk like you know what a sky bison is. What the hell's a sky bison?
It just means a bison that can fly, dude.
No, I don't mean I know what
bisons that can fly. What is that from?
Okay, hold on.
It's made up, dude. Come on.
I've never heard of that.
Well, of course not. It's not real.
That's sky bison. Hold on, settle down. This is from Avatar. This is the sky bison, and it looks like a bison with a little more legs. But
it just floats in the air. It's got no wings.
It flies. It's pretty maneuverable. It doesn't
just
float.
Can fly like Superman.
Yeah.
And let's show Falcor because they do not look the same.
Is Avatar? Is it entertaining?
Oh, I really liked it. I liked it way better than the blue people thing.
Yeah, I never gave it a chance.
There was a second like version called The Legend of Korra. Is that right? Yeah. And I
know it's popular.
It was okay, but Avatar, the first, cartoon series, far better.
Okay. So Dean says, I've never felt so gatekept. But here's the thing, Dean. Just make sure we air this out, not live. That's all I'm saying. So
wait, what?
No, Dean was asking. I just saw your tweet, Jojo, so I'll ask you here who turned on you want me to smash them. And he says swings wildly. So I was going to let you kind of answer.
Yeah, just DM me and we can talk.
Yeah,
I don't like to be dramatic on air.
Okay. Yeah, bison in the sky. Buffalo Wild Wings, Murph.
That is hilarious. That is awesome.
That's perfect timing. That was awesome.
Man, that's why I never see them. They kill them for all the buffalo wings.
I was going to say, you see them on your plate.
That's perfect.
Shit, that's awesome.
I
Murph
love
doesn't
that.
know some bison can fly. Has he never eaten buffalo wings?
That's awesome, man. That's great.
Crack is gay. Hey, Von Stugel, thanks for coming. Crack is gay and we'll give you AIDS. Go Danny team. F Danny. F Danny. All right. Avatar, The Last Airbender is highly recommended by me.
Yeah, it's good. I bought the whole season or the whole cartoon series.
I know it's big, right? It's got a big following.
Yeah, there was a live action movie too, which is okay.
M. Night Shyamalan did it. Yeah,
it's okay. I mean, it could have done
better. A lot
better,
of people didn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not overly critical of movies. I mean, I even enjoyed Green Lantern, and a lot of people hated on that one.
Okay.
Oh, Dojo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I've
never watched it fully. I've fallen asleep.
I choose to be entertained by the movies that I watch. So
so Dojo, I can see why you liked it because there was some good things about it, and part of what they got right were the designs. The design work in Green Lantern was well done.
I'd have to say I like the first half of the movie far more than the last half. I thought that they did the villains poorly. But so, when we're talking about the live action Avatar, I mean, I think they could have done things differently, but it was okay. I mean, I was entertained.
But I want to say something about Green Lantern. I feel like the villain, I mean, Sinestro is just about perfect in that movie.
Oh yeah. And the scene where he puts, spoiler alert, the scene where he puts on the yellow ring, it's like, now that's going to be a badass Green Lantern 2.
It would have been, but they just gave up. But
They did.
there was too much wrong with the first movie for them to move on. But
I think so.
Crazy, the characters looked like they did in the comic. Like
it was some of the best design work. I thought
Kilowog was awesome.
On.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tomar Ray was awesome. Yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah, the chicken one's a big one, whoever his name is.
Tomar Ray.
Okay, so this is Falcor. Okay, let's move on. We've got. Hang on, let me close out of this, and I want to.
Did you turn your camera off?
And this.
Okay, we're doing icons now. Cool.
I did not turn my camera off. Something must have happened.
You are just icon.
That's weird. It shouldn't have happened that way. You guys can hear me still though, right?
No one was complaining. Yeah, your camera's back on.
Now put your camera back on. It's better.
Are you sure?
Yes. Okay, but I want to go back. So we also haven't seen. Let me.
Oh my God, Dean literally said this in the chat. I'll avatar all over your face, crazy mad.
Yeah.
That is one of the best chat remarks we have ever had. Which that
so you understand? Hilarious. Like I was trying not to read that out loud, but okay.
Why?
I have to explain everything to you like you're in 4th grade.
That's hilarious. That is a hilarious tweet. We all know your Frank and Bill thing. Stop fighting it.
Murph is about the most sheltered individual I've ever spoke to on StreamYard.
Yeah, that
sheltered.
I was going to say naive. I just felt sheltered was nicer.
It is nicer. Thank you. It is nicer.
Don't be nice. One thing you never do is be nice to Murph.
Don't be nice. How would you know? You'd never tried it, you bastard.
Exactly. That's my point. Okay, this is an amphitheater.
Oh, that's different looking.
Now that's pretty cool.
Wow. That's like a wyvern with no legs.
Yeah, it's really crazy. So it's
now,
pretty
is
cool
it
looking,
supposed
though.
to be very small? Like, to me, it looks like it would be tiny, or is that just.
No, I'll bet that's pretty large.
Okay, that's like a full-size dragon.
Oh,
Nice,
dude,
bro.
Do not call me a weeb.
Okay, so that's actually a cool dragon. I think that's really neat.
You ready for another?
Yes.
Hang on.
Okay.
No, I don't want to close that tab. Okay, I want to close this tab.
This kind of talking about dragons. I can't wait till the Game of Thrones dragon show gets back. I don't know what it is, but because there's like 12 dragons in that show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? What is it called?
House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, House of the Dragon.
Wow.
It's about dragons.
Oh, I see what Mo's saying. All right, thanks, Mo. I'm with you now.
Now this is something. Have you guys seen this?
Oh. I did think he was calling you a weeb. So it wasn't just you, Doja. What the hell is that?
It's a Fey dragon.
Yeah. I resisted talking about the Fey or fairy dragons because I knew that Mo would jump all over that.
So it's got like butterfly wings is what.
Yeah, kind of. They're gossamer. I mean, they're not really butterfly, but you can see through them, so they're gossamer wings. They're very pastel color. It's like dragons went woke or something.
I could see where though you could use this design element and do something kind of cool with it, but they've kind of gone the gay route.
Oh my God, I want to smack myself in that. What's Kitty Pryde's dragon called? Why can't I think of his name? What type of
Lockheed.
dragon is he?
Yeah, Lockheed.
What?
I would say that's probably a dragonette.
Oh, okay.
That makes
Lockheed's
sense.
awesome.
Okay.
Well,
is he ready for another?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dragonelle, and it's dragon with another N-E-L.
All right. Did we look this up?
So they call them Dragonelle because they're losers, like with a big L.
Well, you're gonna think they look pretty cool. It's almost like
get a good one.
Pegasus dragon.
As long as it doesn't have a rooster's head, because that's
no, it's more of like a horse or a ram.
Oh,
okay. Now this one's different looking than. So Dragonlance is where it got kind of famous, right?
Let me see. Powerful, graceful creatures. It doesn't really have a reference as to where they drew it from.
Ooh, this is a weird image. So I'm going to share this one.
You got me in suspense.
Hang on a minute. Problem is, every time I open a picture, there are different sizes. So I have to size them before I can actually put them up here. So it takes me a minute.
See, size.
You really gonna say Mo's not gonna talk about Derek's size and things?
Oh, that's exactly the picture I've got in the book.
Oh, cool, nice.
Yep.
Murphinell.
See, I don't like that it's got a horse's body though.
Fey dragons are closely related to LGBT.
Oh my god, that is awesome.
I love it. You should see me naked. It's glorious. The flesh.
The flesh.
Woo. The flesh. Okay. Well, welcome, the flesh. I'm not sure if the flesh has been on our show before, have they?
I don't know why he says that where his picture he's obviously naked.
That's I think that's a creepy thing. Look at its bone structure in the face. It's very weird. And it's got
it almost looks
it
skeletal,
looks
doesn't
demonic.
it?
Yeah,
it looks demonic.
However,
I think it is.
According to the book, a paladin can call it as its mount instead of a horse or a Pegasus.
Oh,
so
wow.
Paladins are lawful good. So this creature must not be evil.
I have a lot of problem with the design on this, though. It's really stupid. Yeah, because of if somebody's going to ride it, the way the wings come off the neck is just really dumb looking.
Yeah, you'd have to be way toward its haunches
back.
Or right on the back of its neck.
That's a crap design. You could do way better than that.
No, I think you'd ride it more like a horse, though, wouldn't you? Behind the wings.
I would.
And then would just have
Looks like a cow. I wonder what its milk's like.
It's the same milk that Luke drinks.
Okay, moving on.
In Star Wars. It's
blue
that
milk.
Greenish blue milk.
Blue milk. Come on, don't you watch Crazy Mad Show? We hype Crazy Mad Show every week on here because you always put it out there that you never watch it. So
I don't.
That's becoming lore now.
Like I don't.
It's becoming lore.
That I don't watch Crazy Mad Show?
Yeah.
Do you watch it?
Do you know what his show's called?
Maybe.
Or maybe not.
The Blue Milk Special.
Oh, yeah.
Ah. Dirk spent all day sucking on its soul udder only to complain that the milk was too salty.
Oh, man.
Wow. No, he doesn't watch my show. See? And we say it every week.
Wow.
So wait a minute, Dirk. What was this last episode about?
Star Wars games.
Damn it. You're right.
Boom.
Actually, Star Wars games, they were always pretty good.
Oh, social, not special. I messed up. It's Blue Milk Social. Sorry, Crazy Mad.
Look who doesn't watch this show.
You ready for
okay. Yep.
Ready for another type?
Let's do it.
You Dutch bastard.
Draco Lich.
Is this
Draco?
Yeah, Draco and then Lich.
It's a vampire dragon.
No, actually it isn't.
Well, there should be one. I want a vampire dragon.
There is vampiric dragons, but that's not what a Dracolich is.
Oh, come on. Well, they missed out on the name then.
Oh my god.
Draco is like the root word for dragon.
Oh, okay.
Dracolich.
Why is it taking
you
so long for these pictures, Dirk? My God.
He's got to resize them.
Shut up.
He's already explained that.
I
do get some cool pics, but
Jojo, just because he has an exclamation doesn't make it right. Like,
okay, hold on. Here. So I'm actually struggling with finding a picture. Once I zoom in, it loses focus. So
you're struggling, all right.
Oh,
struggling
this is
the best word.
Let's see if this works. Yep, this one works. Let's go here.
Oh, that looks cool.
There yet.
Oh my God, that looks scary as hell.
Yeah, look at that.
Something out of Lord of the Rings.
So
man,
Murph, a Dracolich is an undead dragon who has
that is awesome.
They've got what's called a contingency spell on their body. If they die, they are raised again as a magical undead dragon.
Right.
So their form changes.
When you play Skyrim, they have all of these. Like there's a lot of dragons that come back to life in skeletal form.
Oh, right? Really?
That's in part of the story. Yes.
No, their form doesn't change. They come back as a skeletal version of their former self.
Yeah.
So like their flesh just melts off?
Well, because they rotted.
Oh, it's not instantaneously that they resurrect. They resurrect days later.
Well, they're undead, so they're going to continue to rot. So even if it was instantaneous,
okay,
they're dead, so they're going to rot as time goes by, and eventually there will be no flesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at that.
But
a lich Dirk stares at Murph.
But a lich is specific to wizards and magic users. The undead wizard is a lich, so this is a Draco lich,
like a lich king.
Yeah.
So, do you watch Game of Thrones?
Oh, I own every season. Yes.
So then, when the oh shit,
Night King.
What are they called? Yes, when he
White
resurrects.
Walkers.
Yeah, the White Walkers. So does that dragon become that, or is that something different?
Well, see, the thing is, that dragon wasn't supposedly a wizardly dragon, so my guess is just a zombie dragon in Game of Thrones.
Okay, and that was just something he could do.
But he retains his that blue fire that he would spit. So, I mean,
yeah,
I suppose that could be considered a magical ability. But a lich is supposedly a wizard or a sorcerer, so they're far more intelligent.
You know what's crazy is the fan theories of Game of Thrones was so much better. There was a theory that he was going to fly over Westeros with the dragon and just resurrect people. And so there was going to be all these zombies coming from places as he flew. And I was like, oh, that would have been such a cool thing.
Yeah.
And of course, the show did not. No, it was not.
Oh, my gosh. Bancroft couldn't wrap his massive head around having a wall to keep out the whites.
Oh, my God.
And the white, W-I-G-H-T, is what the White Walkers were supposed to be. They were whites.
Oh, that's what they really called them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look up the scene, Tyrion shows a white to Cersei. That's where they had it cut in half and it crawled out of the box and came at her.
Oh,
that was a white.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so cool. Moving on. This is a sea orc. This is another type of dragon.
A sea orc?
Orc.
Really?
And it looks like a worm almost, but it's a little different than the worm. It's like a sea worm.
It's got those huge fins, which the worms don't have limbs of any kind.
Right. It looks like that in the body though. It's more of a long body like that though.
Like a sea serpent. Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty strange.
Von Stugel, I don't want to.
Let me kill this one.
Good luck.
Let me show this pic. This gives you a better look of the sea orc. Stop, present. Boom. So this is it looks like it has arms.
Yeah, it does.
Almost like a mermaid.
I love the fact that Mo Big says he gives encouraging feedback.
The Night King isn't a real character.
What?
The Night King isn't a real character.
You mean he wasn't in the books? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, is he saying that he's just an urban legend in the book?
I don't know enough about the books to say, so. Look up Gaping Dragon. Oh,
that's why I said
boy.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that makes me feel like I might get into some trouble.
Yeah. Maybe off stream.
Okay.
Try that one.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop this one.
I could see Austin Powers saying Gaping Dragon.
Do you guys have any more? Because I feel like we've gone through so many. We have one more that we haven't talked about, and I'm going to go ahead and share it because you guys haven't talked about it yet.
Go ahead.
It is the Wyvern.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we mentioned it, but we didn't talk about it.
We didn't go over the Lung either. Lung.
Lung?
Well, that's...
they're Chinese dragons.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Chinese for the word dragon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have a character named King Long, which simply means blue dragon.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. They're very snake-like themselves.
Right.
That thing's face looks awesome.
But let's talk about wyverns first.
That awesome.
Oh, Gaping Dragon's a pretty rad Dark Souls boss. Okay.
Oh,
I'll look it up. I'll give
I've
it
never
a check.
played Dark Souls.
I could end the show with your clip. Okay, hold on, Mo. I'll try to do something with it here in just a minute. So, give me a
I
sec.
swear, if it's a dragon with Bill and Frank's head, I'm going to.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, but we didn't talk about wyverns at all. So
No, we didn't.
So let's what makes a wyvern? First off, so
we didn't
usually
go
their
over
wings
knuckers
are on
either.
their arms. Their wings are on
We
the
didn't
arms,
talk about.
right?
We didn't talk about the knucker.
Okay, we're talking about wyverns right now.
Okay.
Wyvern has wings on the arms, right?
Yep.
Is there anything
They're
else?
They're legless.
No, they're not.
They
There's
have
two
back
legs toward the back.
Well, it says they're legless dragons living in Europe.
Mm-mm. They have back legs.
The translation word is dragon. It says they have worm-like bodies. Why they're called
What
worms?
translation from what, Murph? What language?
It's a good question. It doesn't tell me. Oh, dang it.
Okay.
The website.
Are you trying to look up wyverns, Brian?
No, no. I showed you
Okay.
the great picture I have. I've got another dragon type here that we haven't gotten to.
Well, this is a lung dragon. Or lung.
Okay. Yep.
So the Asian dragons. It's so weird because so many of them belong in the water. You know what I mean? Very snake, worm-esque.
And that makes you wonder, just like we're wondering about dragons, what sea serpent existed? Are we just talking about an eel, a giant eel? Because I mean, giant eel is relative. It's like the size of a boa, right? So I mean,
Right. Okay, let me get out of that. And what else were we talking about?
look up
Why are we
dragon kin.
Why are we
What is it?
nerduels? What did we do to deserve that?
All right. Dojo, tell me that again.
Dragon kin. It's all one word, and it's just K-I-N at the end.
Okay. Ew.
That's the image I have.
Let me look.
That
Okay.
looks like a person wearing things.
I got that image. So
Okay.
That's a creature, not a person that just dressed up like one.
Right. It's like a hybrid.
So this is almost like the gargoyles from Disney.
Yeah.
So let me zoom in a little bit on this.
What did we do to become
I mean-
ne'er-do-well?
It reminds me of orcs in a way.
Yeah.
You know, but to me, this is just like it's just more fantasy stuff. You can do so many things with fantasy and play with hybrid animals and
well, that's like a
humans.
centaur.
Yeah, right.
You know, it's draconians.
No dragon furries.
So is he wearing boots or are those his actual
draconians.
feet?
Yeah, he's wearing boots.
Boots. Yep.
So he's got a lot of dragon features, but he's humanoid. He's got the wings, but he can wear armor and wield weapons.
What's his name in Mortal Kombat's like that? He doesn't have wings, but not Shang Tsung, but the other guy.
I don't know. I don't know Mortal Kombat very well.
Derek.
Ew. What?
Who's the big bad guy with the skeleton face in Mortal Kombat?
Oh,
Shao Kahn. Shao Kahn has like dragon skin.
That was funny.
Shao Kahn has dragon skin.
Man, every pick I want to go for just doesn't show up well. It's so little. It's ridiculous. I don't know if you guys can focus on this, but if you can, this is the gaping dragon that they were talking about. It's pretty cool looking, actually. It's creepy as hell.
Yeah,
it looks like a bug.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Reminds me of Alien.
Yeah.
Where's its
the queen?
face?
Yeah.
Where's its face?
Freaking crazy.
Right in the middle.
Oh.
Looks like it has horns.
My shit if I saw something like that. I mean, damn, that is creepy as hell.
See, by the time you get to fighting this, though, you've seen a whole lot of shit.
Oh,
so you know whether or not you're badass enough to take it on, and you would either run or run at it,
or you're not. You're not a badass. You're just a cowering little piece.
Mo asks, "What about bad dragons?" Oh yeah, what about Imagine Dragons?
Ew, I'm not a Imagine Dragon fan.
No, that no. That doesn't surprise me. Every time I like a band, you don't.
I know what's going on with that, man.
I don't know, man. I don't even know why
Derek
we're friends.
has terrible taste in music.
No.
Yes. He's very elitist, Murph.
His favorite group is Megadeth.
I was gonna say he likes like three bands. Oh, and that says it all. If his favorite is Megadeth,
it's not favorite. It's my favorite metal band. Well, no, it's not even my favorite metal band. It's my favorite thrash band.
Here we go. Now he's backtracking.
It's different.
Back.
It's Dragon.
Dojo.
You said dragon too many times.
I did say it.
Kick Dojo. See what I mean? That's awesome. No, that's cool. Okay, Mo said he put a link in here, and I'm gonna have to.
Is that what we're ending the show on? Mo's video? He said to.
Yeah,
we are an hour and a half.
This up.
We probably should end it at an hour and a half. Man, this show went by real quick.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was fun. Got to break out these dragon books. They've been sitting in the library forever.
It really makes me wonder if there's other species that has this much detail and just variety. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Are there minotaurs that there's like 18 kinds of them? Like,
I don't think so.
I had no idea.
That's a good point. I wonder if there's something else that there's so much lore about.
Okay.
I know that like there's Medusa, Gorgon, Basilisk, Cockatrice. They all are like, they can change you to stone. So I'll look around and see if there's something else.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
All right. Here we go. I have, we're going to end on this. So guys, we had fun looking at dragons. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Although
subscribe, please share.
Yes.
So I'm going to play this and we'll end the show on this. Thanks for coming along. Week. And
everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah. Happy holidays, guys.
Turkeys. Eat your dragon turkeys.
All right, here we go.
Oh my
Jon Snow. Yes, I've got a confession to make. I'm a virgin. Oh, well, that's okay, Sam. I'm a virgin too. Oh, good. You won't tell anyone, will you?
I heard that, and I told everyone.
Oh, no!
Oh my god!
Where do you even get that from? That's awesome. Oh, man.
That was great. Jeez. Okay,
That was
guys.
awesome.
Hell
Well,
no.
thank you guys.
Murph and Dirk and Dirk and Murph and Dirk and Dirk and